Alrighty, hello. Um, this is Jackdaw Productions. Today I'm going to be making a big hand. That's what I'm doing with my time. This is like the the fifth or sixth time I've tried to make this stream. The last time I tried it was an unmitigated disaster, not least of which because I was both hyped up on caffeine and extremely drunk. Which I thought would help me to be funny or interesting or, just watchable in any capacity, but it just sort of, I just kind of had the personality of a lukewarm glass of milk that had been left out overnight on your kitchen counter. And after like 10 minutes, I got frustrated and gave up. So I'm making a big hand. I'm also extremely new to Blender. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just sort of waddling around this sphere. That's not a sphere at all, that's a cube. And we'll see what happens. So this is already looking kind of like a hand. The last time I tried this, I launched into this story, which for some reason I thought would be interesting. I was watching a TV show, but I was also inside the TV show. And Mikey came up to me, and he had a photograph of himself with this really stupid hairstyle, sort of like Coolio braids or like Snoop Dogg braids, like two in the back and then one giant one on the top of his head that was just like sticking straight up. And he was like, "Hey, I'm thinking of changing my hair to look like this. Do you think I should do it?" And I said, I guess if you want to. I mean, people are probably going to make fun of you for it. And he apparently did not believe me. And he came in the next day with this really dumb haircut. I don't know how, because it required him to like grow his hair out for like several inches. Okay, we're good. We're not good. And as I predicted, everybody made fun of him for it. They just mercilessly bullied him for this stupid haircut that he had, which was actually pretty funny. He really liked this haircut that he had. And at one point, one of them was like, Mikey, if you don't want people to make fun of you for your dumb haircut, then don't have a dumb haircut. And he was like, but I like it. But by the end, he just decided that everyone else was right, and he just changed his hair back. And I was like, this is a terrible episode. Whose idea was this? People make fun of you for something, you shouldn't do that thing, even if it makes you happy. Because you shouldn't do things that people make fun of you for. Which is a terrible message to send to kids. And occasionally this school would also be my work. And when it was my work, it was also the rebel base on Hoth from Empire Strikes Back. And Jabba the Hutt was there, which I thought was really weird because he wasn't actually there in the movie. I still don't think that was very interesting. That was just kind of me rambling about shit nobody probably cares about. This is also not the first time I've tried to make this big hand, but the last few times didn't really work out too well because the vertices got weird. That is the technical term for what happened. The vertices got weird. I was on some like 90s sitcom, but the weird part was that there was a sitcom within this sitcom. Like, it was a show within a show. On the show within the show that I was in was a TV show. It was like a sort of like Link to the Past or Metroid Prime 2 Light World, Dark World thing, which was pretty cool, I thought, at the time. Doesn't really seem cool now. There was some mix-up, and I have to go back to high school because I never technically graduated. And it's just like super demoralizing and depressing because I'm like, I don't belong here. I'm in my 20s. I've been to college. I was two students at two high schools that existed in like parallel dimensions or something. I should really focus on what I'm actually doing here. Who cares? It sort of looks like a chimpanzee foot more than a hand. Yeah, and like when I went home at the end of the day and went to sleep, I would dream that I was my counterpart at the mirror school. But I didn't know which life was my real life, was the thing. And I also was not aware that every other teacher and student at this school was experiencing the same thing. Like, the mirror school was exactly the same, except everybody's personalities were the polar opposite of their counterpart at the other school. So, like, if somebody was really nice at one school, they'd be, like, a big asshole. If I was a better writer, I would write, like, a screenplay. But, I'm not a good writer. So, I won't. Anybody else out there, feel free to, though. But just credit me. And give me, like, 50% of the royalties. Fuck. This is probably going to be super painful for anybody who's actually experienced in Blender, because you're just going to be screaming at your computer screen. I mean, maybe if you scream loud enough, I'll actually hear you. So, just scream as loud as you possibly can. Okay, so... quality content. So divide that. Okay, well, how do I fit... No. Okay, hang on. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Why don't we music? Let us music. Let's liven things up with a little traveling ditty, shall we?
We shall.
You know, I might just give up on trying to make a hand and just sort of start... I'm just sort of having fun now. Well, that's not right at all. I mean, that's not what my hands look like. I don't think. Okay, we're rolling. I'm sure there's an easier way to do what I'm trying to do right now. But like I said before, I don't know what that easier way is. So I'm just doing it this hard way because I like a challenge. You know, I'm not a pile of jelly right now. Unless you want me to be. I could be, for you. So if you have absolutely nothing better to do, then... you know, stick around. Keep watching me. Slice up the back of this robo hand. I'm blanking right now. I'm sure there's some good ones, but... the caffeine's starting to wear off. Whatever. Again. Feel free to go watch something else. If you hate it that much. Did you just say miscellaneous bunchies? What the fuck is a bunchie? Oh. And then I'm gonna hit subdivide, and we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad. Oh. Okay. Ain't that a bitch. Somehow that just made it so that it's not doing what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Of course you don't. I know what I mean. That's all that matters. Subdivide. No. Oh, what the f... This is still a train wreck, but it's actually kind of a funny one. Yeah, alright, let's see what happens if I just sculpt now. Smooth. I mean, that's what a hand looks like if you, like, slam it in a door. This is just sort of a science experiment at this point. If I just sort of dick around for a while, then eventually I'll just come up with, like, the entirety of Ocarina of Time, somehow, just exactly as it is, as it was released. You know, sort of a monkey with a typewriter situation. I don't even remember what I was gonna... oh. Was I gonna subdivide? Yeah, subdivide and then try... sculpt. Oh no. You have chosen poorly. You know what I could do? Object mode. Add meatballs. Oh. Sphere. Yeah. Sphere. This is gonna be so great. Check it out. Now I've got a new friend. It's Wilson. Yeah, that's Wilson talking. You hear him? There's my guy. Hello. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Turn this down a little bit. Hang on. Oh. Oh no. Oh, Wilson. No. Oh god. Oh, Wilson. Wilson, what did you do? What is this thing I've created? This is... okay, forget creating Ocarina of Time. I've just created, Satan. Now it sort of looks like he's shrugging, like, what, me worry? We're at almost half an hour, and how am I gonna get back from this? NURBS curve selected. Okay. Okay, yeah, sculpt. Oh, now, okay. Now we're in business. Now we're in business. Now we're in business. All right, so this is our hand. I think it turned out pretty well. I need to go to sleep. Pretty nice, huh? Not the bad. Well, we've made a new friend here. I guess. Oh, that's really good. This reminds me of something. What does this remind me of? I don't know. I guess Andros from the original Star Fox, if he had, head fingers and like one sort of crystalline arm coming out of the side of his coming out of his cheek here, and a beak. I mean, he did kind of have a beak. Oh, that is really good. Oh, it's not. I spoke too soon. I mean, I'm saving this. It's sometimes you mean to do one thing, but you end up doing something even better, like creating this this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Do you know what the fuck this is? If you do, let me know in the chat. There's nobody in the chat, so I'm just talking to myself here. I love this guy that we've created. I'm gonna call him Slibs. Alright, so this is our friend Slibs. We're gonna say goodnight to Slibs for now. Save him and cherish him forever. I know I said I was gonna push this to an hour, but it's only been over half an hour. But that's fine, because we made a new friend, and you can never have too many friends, even if your friends are Slibs.